Try to be as approachable and open with you all during my whole tenure. So I'll share this with you all. Remember the police memorial in September, where we honor our fallen officers. So I was having a conversation with Crystal Jimenez, Kelly Gary, and Maria Marmaleo. Those are the widows of the officers, 3 of the officers that were killed last year. And not only could I see the pride in their faces, but I also saw the pain in their faces. And I also saw the reflections of their husband. The mayor and I was sitting next to the waterfall, and when I sat down in that seat, I leaned over to her and whispered in her ear, we got to start talking about an end date for me. Because losing those officers, it's hard. So that's when I started thinking about it. I will also share this with you all. We took a trip to London following the Bears, and they lost the game. But since I've been superintendent, we hadn't had a chance to spend that kind of time together. And it made me feel normal. And I saw them, how they missed me in that kind of setting. And that's pretty much what did it. I can't keep punishing them. This guy here, this is my co-pilot. And, for him to call me and say, what time you coming home late at night, just bring me a strawberry donut with sprinkles on it. It's time. It's time.
There was no agreement shortly after the mayor was sworn in that you would stay on until the end of the year.
No.
Where do you all get that stuff from?
That's totally made up. I don't know where that would come from.
No. No, well, it's not true.
With all due respect, if the family doesn't want to listen to the questions that need to be asked, maybe we can ask them to step outside because
this is our day.
But this is the city of Chicago, and the big question is have you been interviewed by the Inspector General? Have you been subpoenaed? Will you be interviewed before you leave?
Mark, let me just. Yeah, I understand, but let me just say, the investigation has to be independent. The investigation cannot be influenced by anything that I say. I understand, but I'm trying to answer the question. The reality is the investigation is going to take the normal course. The investigation, I'm sure, because it's the Inspector General, will be very thorough. But it's inappropriate for us to talk about anything related to the investigation because he's going to be a witness, I'm going to be a witness, and we're not going. Well, look, I just think we have to let the investigation run its course. We're not going to talk about it. The Inspector General, I'm sure, is expecting that we are not going to do or say anything that's going to have undue influence on it, and it's really not appropriate. So I understand you're just doing your job, but we're not going to talk about anything related to it.
Well, so we'll talk to you about it later?
Absolutely. I'm happy to talk about it later.
Superintendent, Monday, you had told other reporters that you were toying with the idea of retirement. And obviously, you got wind the following day that you were going to announce your retirement this week. I mean, that's a lot of great. The fact that you did past health issues that you had, the ongoing ID investigation that are in connection, did that accelerate your decision to announce your retirement?
No, you know what? Look, if I wanted to accelerate anything, I wouldn't be here today, and I wouldn't be staying to the end of the year. You know, the simple fact is, Jeremy, that day at that police wall, it affected me. The trip in London really, and I got to give kudos to my staff and the mayor because they tried everything they could not to call me very much. And I felt like a normal person again. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If people want to speculate on something, have at it. I'm okay with that. You know me for 4 years now. My glass is always 3/4 full. And today is no different. I choose to focus on the positive things. I owe it. I've been doing this 31 years. It's time. 2020 will be a new year and a new chapter in my life. And I'm looking forward to it. I am so at peace mentally with everything. I'm going to miss everything. I'm going to miss you asking me these questions.
That's not truthful.
but it's
Charlie over there.
Superintendent Johnson.
Let's go to Charlie
The
first.
city doesn't need you anymore, and your family does. How are you going to spend that time with your family?
we haven't really talked about that yet, but I would tell you this, we'll have plenty of time to figure it out. You know, I just want to, I got to give myself a breather. I have to give myself a chance. You know, this job, and you don't know it until you sit in that seat. You know, the only other people that can really understand it is police chiefs around the country. And it's difficult, and it takes a toll on everything. And it's just time for me to now take a breath and see what that next chapter is. So I'm not going to make any rash decisions. Who knows? Maybe I'll come back as a reporter. How about that?
Superintendent Johnson, how delicately then did any other incidents play into your decision to retire now? And who do you think should replace you?
Well, you know what? As I said, the in my mind, well, this one here has been getting at me for quite a while to retire. You know, and for obvious reasons. You know, I've had some health challenges that I've had to deal with. You know, so I just think it's in my best interest to do this at this point. I'm just ready. This is my decision, and I'm just ready. But as far as who replaces me, I just think it should be someone that wants to lead this city and this department in the right direction and keep the momentum going that we have.
Internal? Someone internal?
I don't know who that person, that's up to the mayor to decide.
Superintendent, I have one big picture question. Chicago has been made sort of a political punching bag, especially by the President of the United States. Do you feel like you've gotten a fair shake during the time there?
From who? The outside of Chicago? Well, look, myself, the mayor, we're always going to have critics. You can't worry about that. All you worry about is trying to do the best you can while you're here. Our windows of service in these capacities is a short window. You cannot worry about external forces popping off. That doesn't bother me. I focus on what we need to do in this city and on this department. So I appreciate that question, but I don't waste any brain cells on that kind of stuff. Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Thank you.